Good morning to you, Bobby Hall, whose real name, by the way, is Sir Robert Bryson Hall II. Nice to see you, Bobby Hall.
Nice to see you too. Thank you so much for having me. That was like really cool, actually. Seeing that made me feel good about myself. Thank you.
I was wondering how that would make you feel because, listen, you were so candid. You really told the unvarnished truth about your childhood. You said that it's been a beautiful and difficult journey to relive. And it was so hard for me to see the beauty and the difficulty of your life. Why was it such an important story for you to tell at this particular time?
I think it's just kind of all culminated to right now. And everything that I've gone through has kind of been leading up to this moment as a father. The music and accolades and all this stuff behind me is great, but nothing beats being a good husband and dad. And I feel like now that I'm really venturing into this next part of my life, that part of just being Logic is kind of not necessarily over, but I really wanted to finally tell that story.
I am curious about how you were able to be a good husband and father, because on page 194, talking about your mom, this really got to me. The crazy thing looking back, you said, is after 17 years of her abuse, she hadn't broken me. She had broken my brother, she'd broken my sisters, but she hadn't broken me. I was damaged. To this day, I don't know why I came through it with a sense of self still intact. I don't know why I haven't been shattered, that I haven't flipped out and killed her. Why this woman could have totally driven me insane. How do you get through something like that, Bobby? And then say, but yet at the end of the day, I thank my mother and I thank my father too.
Well, first and foremost, they did shape me, and any of the negative things that I went through as a child, I understand that these people are sick. They have addictions. They have, mental illness problems. And for me, I kind of started to recognize that young, which also it did shape me to be able to look in the mirror, to have conversations with myself, to even express myself and heal through writing lyrics as well. So. Yeah.
Bobby, Sir Bobby, as you were christened, when you write a book like this, there's a moment when the publisher sends it back to you. It's been copy edited. You look at it one last time, and then it goes to print. When you did that and you saw your life laid out in this way, all that work you had done, where do you sit with it now? How do you feel looking back at all you've been through?
I definitely, it makes me feel proud, that the drugs and violence and crazy things in my life, that I didn't turn to that. A lot of people in my own family turned to that. And nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. I'm not saying I'm like, this or that, but I'm very lucky that I looked at these things in front of me and just chose not to go down that path. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. And sometimes, I think it's God, common sense, a combination of it all, the universe. But luckily I am here, and I don't know how, but kind of recounting all that is very cathartic in many ways. And it was an incredible experience full of healing and reflection.
Yeah. And then you end the book in the acknowledgement section with a note to your son. I love you. I will always be there for you. I will never leave you. I will give you my word. Yeah. I will give you the life that I never had. How did fatherhood change you?
Well, the biggest thing, honestly, is I look at my little boy and I'm just like, I don't know how anybody could have done the things that I went through to me, like to a child. That's kind of crazy to me. But once again, I'm so happy that I went through what I did, because it truly shaped me as a man, So I hope that I can be, and I am setting a good example for my boy. But yeah, that's what it's like.
You certainly learned what
I'm a dad is crazy.
Bobby, you certainly learned what you didn't want to do as a father, and you seem to be taking a different path with LB, as you call him, little Bobby. We have less than a minute. I want people to know that you've come out of retirement at the age of 30. Good. What made you decide to come back to your music?
I woke up one day and just realized that I just want to do it for me. Before it was kind of for the likes and social media and XYZ and all these other things, but I realized I don't have to do that. I could just strum a guitar and sing or rap or this or write or work on film like I'm doing now and just have fun, and it doesn't have to be this sayonara thing. I do it when I want, I don't when I don't, and I spend time with my family.
Well, I love the title of the book, The Bright Future, a memoir by Bobby Hall, and it does seem your future is very bright, and I'm happy for you.
It's a
for that.
fantastic and brave piece of work. It's
Yes.
a very difficult book to write, and you pulled it off beautifully.
Thank you very much, Bobby
Thank you.
Hall. Our best to your family.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. This Bright Future will be out next Tuesday. Here it is. I'm holding it up, September 7th, wherever you like to buy your books. We'll be right back.